Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project Magnetic Reversal News in Shinrin-yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum tropical storm and hurricane update Friday, August 27th, 2021. That's around 10 p.m. Mountain Time. We've got two hurricanes in the more severe variety. They're going to make landfall at the end of this weekend. Nora on Baja, and we've got Ida that's going to be hitting New Orleans. We're just west of there sometime Sunday. And here we're looking at it, well, Sunday morning. And so the models are slowly shifting, but sometime Sunday, right around 2, 3 p.m., it looks like a Cat 3 or greater storm, here are gusts to 160 miles per hour, will hit New Orleans. This is a very severe storm, and we're asking people to take heed and take warning. Now, large solar storms could cripple the world's internet for weeks. A new article coming out, if it damages the undersea cable network, study finds. But what about solar weather affecting the intensity of these storms and, in fact, increasing the strength of both of them? We're going to have solar activity increasing over the next 3 days due to several coronal mass ejections, a coronal hole coupling, and many other factors. We were just hit with a planetary wave 24 hours ago, and we were just hit with another major sea flare, and we're going to be taking a quick look at those. If we have the videos up, I hope I have one up at least. Let's try to get these videos to roll for you. And the first sea flare from about a day and a half ago came from this upper region here at the top, and then the second sea flare came just moments ago from the lower region. And this is the first flare we're talking about that's headed towards Earth around the 28th, my birthday, the 29th. And then this one should hit shortly thereafter on the 30th. So we have lots of space weather coming in, Earth-facing, that's going to affect the telemetry and affect your very lives right there. You can see we're looking currently at the ISWA Signet streamer, and it is showing heavy plasma headed our way, boom, on the 30th. And that is probably coming out of this long-duration C flare, almost a low M flare, which happened just about 6 hours ago. And I was hoping I had the video up for you, but it's not looking that way. And our magnetometer for the last 30 hours has been a little cockamamie here. We're seeing another spike up, and we have been in geomagnetic instability now for, well, 12 hours. The aurora is looking great, so if you're up in Canada, look up, and you can see the new forecast, the geomagnetic forecast, all through the landfall of those tropical storms. G5, geomagnetic storm, the 29th, the 30th. We might have problems at Crestone. You might have problem live streaming it. But we're going to have to wait and see. We wanted to do this video to get you up to speed about what's happening over this weekend. Multiple geomagnetic effects to the planet Earth are coming in. They're inbound. And our videos, well, they just will not play for us. I was hoping to actually get the A1A here, 131 angstroms, because it shows very spectacular footage. I'll leave you links below to these videos for you to download yourself. You see, we don't have the bandwidth to do it here, but please check out the blue sun, 131 angstroms, where you're going to see both sea flares. First the top flare, then the lower flare come in there, like swimwear. So currently in geomagnetic instability for the last 12 hours, this is going to extend these types of events for the next 3 days in the yellow and then up into the red, which will be affecting the magnitude of these storms moving in, likely Ida and Nora over on the west coast. Ida is already up at 80 miles per hour and hurricane Cat 1 and should reach Cat 2 by early afternoon tomorrow and Cat 3 by tomorrow night as it rapidly approaches the coast of New Orleans. Now we're talking about life-threatening storm surge. Hurricane conditions are expected to continue through tonight in portions of western Cuba and the Isle of Youth, where the hurricane warnings are now in effect. Now there is a danger of life-threatening storm surge inundation Sunday along the coast of Louisiana and Mississippi within the storm surge warning area. And that goes from the Louisiana-Texas border all the way over to the Florida Panhandle. We could see 10 to 15 feet of storm surge. So if you live 6 feet above sea level, you could be 7 feet underwater. So get out of Dodge. This is your warning to get out now. If you can get out, just drive away and go camping. Way better than getting washed out to the ocean. Ida is expected to be an extremely dangerous major hurricane when it reaches the coast of Louisiana just west of New Orleans. Hurricane force winds are expected Sunday in portions of the hurricane warning areas along the Louisiana coast as the storm makes landfall, including metropolitan New Orleans. I just had a catastrophic cat that got into a bag and it stuck around its neck, so I apologize for the quick interruption. Now, Ida is likely to produce heavy rainfall later Sunday into Monday across the central Gulf and actually inundate the area. The totals have increased 300 to 400%. We're looking for 10 to 20 inches of rain west of New Orleans. Between Lake Charles and New Orleans, it could be devastating. Hundreds of square miles of extreme flash flooding, loss of life, and danger. If you're in this red zone, take heed and evacuate now. Or be prepared for the inevitable. And so we'll quickly run this through here Sunday morning as these storms intensify. And let's just check the wind speed here. Sunday afternoon around noon, we're talking at gusts to 150 miles per hour on Ida, gusts to 125 miles per hour on Nora. And we'll just move it through to landfall on New Orleans. As it touches land, as Hurricane Ida touches land, it's going to be hitting at 150 plus gusts. And Nora is going to be rapidly intensifying to Cat 2, Cat 3 before it makes landfall on Baja. Now, Nora has moved a little bit to the east, so it looks like it's actually going to go up into the Gulf of California before it rafes the tip. This is bad news for Baja and the entire eastern shore there, where the hurricane is going to be moving up and in. Take a look at this. To the Gulf of California. So that's bad news for everyone on the east coast of Baja. This is the maximum potential for damage. And New Orleans, the storm will rapidly de-intensify, but as the intensity drops and it makes landfall here, this is Monday morning. You still have gusts of 120 miles per hour at the coast for hours. It's going to be 6 hours of wind at that speed. So very dangerous storms lining up. Space weather, giving them a kick in the butt and intensifying them ever greater as we wait for geomagnetic storm for the next 3 days, all the way through September 1st. A September to remember, and that's a boom to knowledge. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. As I put my final touches on my presentation on Sunday, August 29th, 3:30 to 5 in Crestone at the Crestone Energy Fair, the 32nd annual Crestone Energy Fair, the longest alternative energy fair on earth. The most important place you can be if you want to make a change in this world. Hope you got something out of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Become a Patreon. Share this video with like-minded people. And we'll see y'all in Crestone. And that's boom.